In today's video, we can finally bring you the news of who is taking over Leo. We'll be bringing you some big news in Mallorca nightlife. We will be talking all things Easter in Mallorca. Mallorca cycling, a happy ending for the Owl, an amazing result for Real Mallorca, and we will also be discussing Magaluf. Is it the beginning of the end or a start of the change? My name is Shane. I'm the owner of Connected Mallorca, a concierge and lifestyle business based right here in the southwest of Mallorca, where I've been living and working for the last 27 years. So let's start with the big announcement that many of you have been waiting for. It is who are the new owners of Leo, of course, formerly the Tito's building, and that is going to be Fitz Mallorca. Now, for those who don't know, that is Fitz Madrid, Fitz Marbella. It's a big company and huge name in nightlife. So they have finally announced their landing here in Mallorca with an Instagram post. We will give them a tag down below, so give them a follow. And talking about nightlife, in the same week, Social Club have made their first big announcement of the season, and it is a big one. They have announced a summer residency for Alec Monopoly, who will be playing Thursdays at Social, kicking off on the 2nd of July. That is the first of many big names to come. So as I said already, watch this space when it comes to nightlife on the Paseo in Palma. Now, I'm recording this video just after an incredible Easter weekend. So for everybody who lives here, those who was fortunate enough to visit, how amazing was the Easter energy this weekend? We had 3-4 days of absolutely beautiful weather, exactly what the island needed, and I'm so happy for all of the businesses that really needed that boost. It's been a long, cold and miserable winter for a lot of us here, but everybody opens with excitement for Easter, and there's a lot of people really need that sort of boost of business at this time of year, and Easter weekend could not have been any better, so it was amazing to see. Now to an event happening this month. If you think there's a lot of cyclists on the road at the moment, you have seen nothing yet. On Saturday the 25th of April sees the annual Mallorca 312. 8,500 amateur cyclists will be beginning their journey up in Alcudia. Now, it's not a cycling race, it's more of a mass participation event. So it starts and finishes in Alcudia. If you want to check the route, and obviously importantly for a lot of us here, check the road closures, go to mallorca312.com. Now for some positive news. We said a few weeks ago about the unfortunate situation of the sailing yacht Owl that has been stranded for 3 months on Son Matias Beach. We are now very happy to say it has been rescued, and I actually saw that happening, which is an amazing event because it was such a sad situation to see. And this is thanks to a British sailor and yacht management owner named Jim Passmore. Apparently he stepped in after walking along the beach and seeing the unfortunate situation, and he decided after many sleepless nights that he needs to do something about it. Thank you very much to that man, because it's always good to see a happy ending, and the yacht is now in STP shipyard getting some much love, TLC and some repairs, and we'll be back on the waters very soon. And for some more positive news, what an incredible result for Real Mallorca at the weekend. So for the football fans out there, it was a big one. We got messaged by a lot of people who was trying to sell their tickets at the last minute. So I bet you wish you never did. So Real Mallorca, of course, beat Real Madrid 2-1. Obviously, that's an amazing result in itself, but the fact that Real Mallorca have been in a relegation fight makes it all the more sweeter. And of course, when they score a last-minute winner is everything a fan can wish for. For Real Mallorca, of course, the fight is on. It is just super important for even those who are not super interested in football. Trust me, we need to keep Real Mallorca in La Liga because it is good for the economy and of course the feel-good factor of the island's football team doing well. Now we move across to Magaluf, because we have been told there is a few of the bigger and better known venues in the area that have announced they unfortunately will not be opening this year. Many are asking, is this a sign of the end for Magaluf, or is it just the beginning of the change? Now personally, I think it is the beginning of the change, and a change that has been coming for a long time. As many of you might or might not know, my background is Magaluf. When I first arrived here in 1999, yes, that's how old I am, I was working in bars and nightclubs for many years, so I know that resort and town better than most of us. It's no secret that the government, the council, and of course the group of hotels around the area have been investing and pushing the messaging for a different kind of tourism. However, I genuinely believe that now we're about to see the real shift in the direction that they've been talking about for a long time. And I don't think it's just come from the council. I think it's to do with the market as well. People's attitudes and people's wants and desires are changing. Now, there is always going to be a wish for nightlife, but I think it has to find its middle ground. I think the days of an endless strip of bars, nightclubs, kebab shops and tattoo shops are long gone. And what is going to mark the change for me, although we're talking about closures, is of course if you go to the development on Magaluf Beach, there is going to be a huge opening party this year. The 27th of June, the council are officially having an opening party to showcase the €6.2 million investment they made on Magaluf beachfront. They are having a synchronized drone show of 300 drones, a symphony orchestra, and all sorts of fun, games and entertainment. And that for me is what is going to start to kick off and mark the real change for that region. Magaluf is changing fast, but as we've said before, there are certain parts of the town that need to move with the times, and I think it's happening. There's some incredible restaurants and venues all around that region. The hotels have already changed. For those people who think it doesn't have a chance and it won't change, trust me, it will, and it is happening. You only need to look a little bit further down the road. Have a look at what Palma did. If you told people 10 years ago that Palma was going to become the kind of resort that it is today, I don't think they would have believed you. Palma is absolutely booming, but what started it, of course, incredible beaches, nice restaurants and hotels improving. Magaluf has all of those three things. So with that, the foundations are already in place. It's just things have to take a change because businesses start to realize that the market is changing, and of course the council and the government and all of the investment have been pushing for a change in the tourism down there. My advice to the places and the venues in Magaluf is stop hiding from the name. I think too many people now were scared of the change, and you see so many businesses suddenly calling themselves Palma Nova because they're trying to cling on to that. But what you're doing is you're pushing people in the other direction. I think a little bit is down to the council. When they started to make the change, they announced it was all Calvia Beach, but of course they're now, even the council are using the term Magaluf again. And I think with the new promenade and the big investment going on, I think it's time to be proud of the name of Magaluf. I think support the venues and the hotels and the restaurants and the bars that are improving down there, but don't be scared to call it Magaluf, because look at what happened with Palma. The way people would speak about that 10 years ago is completely different today. And trust me, for those who don't believe it, that Magaluf boom time for the future, it might take a little bit longer, but I know for a fact it is coming. And that's it for today's video. Again, if there's anything you want to see me cover in these videos, anything you think I have missed, please leave your comments down below and I will see you next week.